Hello again, everyone. Scoons Comics here with another exciting, thrilling comic book haul! Yes! Yes. Also, shirt. Godzilla comes out this weekend. Rejoice. Rejoice. Monsters fighting monsters. Get your popcorn. Yes. Exciting time to be alive, people. And an exciting time to show you my latest and greatest comic book haul. This is part 2 of the local comic book show. Again, real hodgepodge. Bunch of quarter bin stuff, all Marvel stuff this week again. Bunch of quarter bin, bunch of oddball, and I'm going to finish it off with some non-quarter bin stuff I actually spent a few dollars on. So I'll get right into it, shall we? I know you're all excited about this. Darkhawk, number 25. As always, I love 90s fun. I have no real affinity for this character. People are always speculating that he's going to pop up somewhere, movie, TV, what have you. I don't know. If I see like the first 5 issues in a quarter bin, I try to pick him up. This was issue 25, has the origin and a big shiny cover. So I said, yeah, I'll pick that up. Similar lines. I love Adam Warlock as a character. He hasn't popped up in these movies yet, really. But the Warlock Chronicles, issue number 1, first spectacular issue. Look how shiny and foil that cover is, huh? Oh, that's great. Again, nothing I would normally pick up, but if it was 5 for $1 bin, yeah, I'll pick that up. So I'm also always collecting the run of Marvel Comics Presents. And there's just a ton of issues. But I found a good run of them at the show. And I'm not going to show you them all because, frankly, a lot of the covers aren't great. But a lot are pretty interesting. And so I'm going to show you a few here. I'm going to start off with probably the worst cover I've seen in a long time. Walt Simonson, great artist. I have some more of his books in here that are going to look much better than this. And this character's not drawn badly. It's just boring as heck. So in my mind, a cover is to draw you in. You're at the newsstand or at the comic shop, you're scanning, you're looking at things, you're like, oh my gosh, what's happening on that cover? Batman's fighting Wolverine in a Mexican prison. Yes, what's happened here? I need to know why. Marvel Comics Presents number 21, Cyclops. It's just Cyclops. Just standing there. Hey guys, you want to read this issue? It's got me in it, Cyclops. Yeah. Far more interesting cover. Marvel Comics Presents Wolverine number 40. I love this one because Wolverine's smoking on the cover. Plus this young lady has a gun to him, and he's just casually smoking. Can't get away with that anymore on a comic book cover. I guarantee there'd be some letters written. Talk about eye-catching covers. This would have got me for sure to at least flip through this sucker, if not buy it and bring it home. Marvel Comics Presents number 41, Wolverine fighting a shark. I'll watch that. That's a sci-fi movie right there. Sci-Fi Channel. Sharknado versus Wolverine. Oh yeah, you have my attention. And there's 1,000 Hulk versus Wolverine covers out there. This is one of them. It's not particularly good, but I always enjoy the trope of pitting the Marvel characters against each other, trying to pop a sale. I like that. So Marvel Comics Presents 61, Wolverine and the Incredible Hulk. Again, not the best cover. This one I wanted to show just because it screams 90s fun. I love one of these characters, and one's okay. Marvel Comics Presents number 66, Wolverine and Ghost Rider. I love Ghost Rider. Look at that. We got flaming motorcycles, Wolverine, oh, the 90s, yes! There's a bit of a key, and I love this cover. Sam Keith did a lot of the artwork for a Wolverine run in here, and he did a lot of the covers then. And his work, I know some people find it very disturbing, very ugly. I just think it's eye-catching, and in the right amounts, I dig it. This is Marvel Comics Presents 85. Cool Sam Keith Wolverine cover. This features first appearance of a character named Cyber, who was a Wolverine nemesis here, and kind of cool. I like the way it was drawn. you see a piece of him here in this next issue. Marvel Comics presents number 86. Look at this cool Sam Keith cover. Wolverine fighting Cyber, and it's just, what's happening? It's a fight. The muscles are all crazy. It's a cool looking book. I'm happy to find this. Oh man, speaking of 90s, Marvel Comics presents number 95 featuring Ghost Rider and Cable. Oh, wow. But Sam Keith makes him look very cool. Yeah, again, just a cool looking book. And shipping away at the run. And one more Marvel Comics Presents to show off. I do like this Sam Keith cover. Marvel Comics Presents number 101 featuring Nightcrawler and Wolverine. Oh, that's so cool, right? Oh, love how he draws those characters. Then I found a nice run of Thor books. I don't have a whole lot of Thor comic books. I've got a run by Dan Jurgens. I've got a run by J. Michael Straczynski from, gosh, I guess that was, I was going to say not long ago, but that was probably in the early 2000s now. Ooh, maybe mid-2005? I don't remember. But Walt Simonson, who I just mocked for that boring Cyclops cover, did an amazing run on Thor, which I've never read. And I've never bothered to pick up the trades. And I always tell myself I'm going to find a big run of these in a quarter bin one day, and I never do. And I didn't today either. I'd love to tell you that I had the whole run. I'd be thrilled. But I found a few of them, and I happily picked them up. Mighty Thor 358, featuring Beta Ray Bill, the alien who was Thor for a while. It's good, trust me. Or so I hear. Mighty Thor 367. Nice newsstand copy. And then I ran out of Simonson ones, but these just all looked interesting to me, and I figured I was getting such a great deal. 384. The first issue of a brand new era. Looks like a little costume redesign for Thor there, and I haven't read these yet, so I don't know what else happens in this issue to make it the first issue of a brand new era, but I'm sure it's exciting in the marvelous Marvel manner. 399. Odin lives and Asgard dies. Now you see that. I'll pick that up. I'll thumb through that. Like, what happens? What happens? This one looks very Stan Lee influenced to me. Very special issue of the Mighty Thor. Thrill to the fury of the frost giants. Learn the origin of Don Blake. See the savagery of the stone men. Witness the wrath of Odin when gods wear mortal flesh. A lot of stuff going on there. A lot of stuff. The word balloons are not as prominent as they would during a Stan Lee comic book. That would be overshadowing the artwork quite a bit. But they're all on there. Gives a nice throwback feel, and if you want to pick up Thor for the first time, I imagine that this cover did its job. Like, well, I need to pick this up, see what's happening with this Thor character. Then I like this cover quite a bit. 455. Odin Amok. Also featuring Doctor Strange versus a character called Blood Axe. I'd have no idea who Blood Axe is. Couldn't pick him out of a lineup, but that name screams 90s character. Blood plus Axe, Blood Axe, or Blood Hawk, or War Axe. It's great. Terribly great. Yes. And then I picked up this cover as well, and it's not that good, and I kind of regret it now. Maybe it's a good issue. I'll give it a read. But 461, Mighty Thor. I picked it up because it had Thor and Beta Ray Bill, but neither one of them was drawn that well. Like, look at Thor's face in the top corner box here. Ooh, that's shiny. There we go. Just looks off to me. But I did have two really, really cool finds in the quarter bins. This book's real popular right now because of the Avengers movie, Mighty Thor 390, featuring the first time that Steve Rogers picked up Thor's hammer. So very cool. I see this book. I haven't checked on eBay since I've got this. I don't know if it's still hot, but this was hitting the top 10 lists all over the place right after the movie hit. So I was thrilled to find this for $5 Yes. But even more exciting, I was thrilled to find a beautiful Bronze Age book in there for, again, $5 Thor 215. Again, nothing key to this, but as always, for those of you just watching the first time, I love Bronze Age Marvel. They look so cool. The stories are awesome. The ads are so entertaining. And just everything about Bronze Age Marvel just puts a smile on my face. Oh, and for less than a quarter? Oh yeah, oh yeah. Then I have a whole series of books that's after I got done. Next week I'll go more into the quarter bin stuff as well because I got a bunch more books to show people. But after I rummaged through all the quarter bins, I started walking around the show, and this one guy had a bunch of Bronze Age Marvel that I wanted. More expensive than I wanted to pay. They were really good prices, but they were still more expensive than I wanted to pay. And this gentleman was apparently not doing well at the show. I so focused on the quarter bins, I didn't really see how the other dealers were doing, quite frankly. And I think that was the case for a lot of this show. So anyways, I'm talking to the guy, and he's like, just pull some books out. I'll give you a price that's better than what I got marked on there. Ultimately, I came away with a big stack of books for really cheap. Really cheap. So I'm always collecting. I love Marvel Team Up. The earlier issues are hard for me to find in decent grades. But here I picked up a whole stack. Marvel Team Up number 5. Spider-Man and Vision. Let's say this is fine plus, very fine copy. It's pretty. It's pretty. Only I paid a couple bucks for it. It's a really good deal. Marvel Team Up number 7, which I already have a copy of, but this is an upgrade for me for, again, dirt cheap. So that was really cool. Very cool cover. I love this next cover. Marvel Team Up number 14, featuring the Savage Submariner. I talked about last issue. I had an issue of last episode. I showed an issue of Submariner where he was referred to as the Savage Submariner. He was fighting Spider-Man in his own book. Well, here he is, and he and Spidey teaming up / wrestling in this issue. Very cool looking comic. You know what? This one, I'm wrong. This one was in the quarter bin. That's right. I lied to you people. I apologize. Marvel Team Up number 17 was in the quarter bin. Look at that. Early Bronze Age book. Oh, pretty. This one was not. Not in the quarter bin, I mean. Marvel Team Up number 19. This is the first appearance of a character. Stegron, the Dinosaur Man. Which is a cool character. It's a dinosaur guy. He leads dinosaurs. That's money right there. That's summer blockbuster. But isn't that a weird cover appearance? Like, there he is, little Stegron right there. Not really featured prominently on the cover. And then the very next issue I happen to get, Marvel Team Up 20 with the Black Panther, and there's Stegron again. There he is. Like, hey guys, I'm here too. You want to play? No? Okay. I'll go back into obscurity. So, yeah. First appearances of a character. Very cool. Continuing my Marvel Team Up run. Very cool, very cool. And this was not in the quarter bin, but it was not much more than a quarter. Marvel Team Up Annual number 7, Spider-Man and Alpha Flight. I'm realizing now it's a very lackluster comic book to be finishing this video on, but that's what it is, people. Alpha Flight. And that's what I got. That's what I got this week. I will be back next week with more of my giant Comic-Con haul. Yeah. And I'll have seen Godzilla, God willing. And I will give you my quick 5-word review. So, that's it. Please like, subscribe, watch again. Yeah, that's all I got. Take care, everybody.